What's good, everybody? The reset is officially here for the first time, and in this video I'm going to be giving you guys the best tips and tricks I know to get through this inverted Spire Nightfall as fast as possible. Hopefully this ends up helping you guys out, and if it does, consider leaving a like. It's greatly appreciated. I'm also doing a giveaway of a Destiny 2, so if you have a buddy that doesn't have Destiny 2, or if you don't, I'm giving it away for the PS4 or Xbox One. If you want a chance to enter into this, simply leave a like on the video to show some support. Subscribe if you haven't. Then after you subscribe, make sure to click that bell to stay notified, and comment down below saying that you're wanting this Destiny 2 and for what platform. And this giveaway will end in a few weeks, so stay tuned. Now, let's go ahead and get into these tips and tricks. First off, as soon as you spawn into the inverted Spire Nightfall, you want to immediately bust out your Sparrow and go straight. You're going to first encounter a couple enemies here. These aren't really too hard at all to take out, and as soon as you take out these enemies, you want to hack this to be able to spawn these floating platforms. And once you make it over here, which by the way, there is a little trick that you can do, but I don't really suggest it just because there is a chance you can die. But as you can see here, you can take your Sparrow across and boost a little, then jump off your Sparrow when you land, and you'll go immediately over to the next lift. It saves quite a bit of time for you speedrunners out there, but once again, it can be kind of tricky to get this down. So yeah, anyways, once you're past this beginning part, this is where it's going to be different from the first Nightfall, the arms dealer that we got to experience in Destiny 2. As you guys may know, when we took out enemies in that Nightfall, we would gain time for the enemies that we took out. It's a different story with this one. We're actually going to be going through these time gates here to gain time. And I'm not going to lie, this is a lot easier to get your Rat King hand cannon in case you're trying to complete the Nightfall before 5 minutes in the game, because you can gain a lot out of this. But you can also lose all of this too. And keep in mind, when one of your fire team members goes down and you go through these time gates, it won't give you time. So you all have to try to stay alive. So anyways, let's backtrack a little. How you can be most efficient on getting these time gates. As you can see here, I took the right path, which really isn't all that dangerous. The middle path is more dangerous, I will say, because there are some stronger enemies down there, and you want to make sure one fire team member is taking the left path. If you all split up and take each path, you'll be more efficient on going through these rings instead of, trying to scramble around and finding each ring. So how you get it past this part though, once you got your time collected and whatnot, you just want to take out the enemies. It's literally that simple. Now moving onward to the next part, when you get down here, you can actually spawn your Sparrow and skip past a lot of enemies. Once again, taking out the enemies isn't important whatsoever in this Nightfall to gain time. So yeah, just skip past all these and you'll end up making it to the next area where you can gain more time. Now this area can be more dangerous, so you guys want to make sure you be careful here, because if a fire team member ends up going down, well then once again, these rings aren't going to count for anything for time. But the goal here is, once you collect the time, you want to take out the officers in each bunker on each side here. So try to take out a little bit of ads while going through these rings, but don't focus on them too much, because you want to try to be as fast as possible trying to get through these before they end up disappearing, which happens after a certain amount of time. And before they disappear, they disable, so you won't get any time for even going through the ring. So once again, try to be as fast as possible getting through them. And once you get through as much as you can, that's when you want to start worrying about the officers. Hopefully some of you guys have your supers by now, so you can just do some heavy DPS against them and get through this. Anyways, once you get down to enemies that you're supposed to here, you're going to have to go across this lift and continue on with this strike. I'm sure a lot of you have played this because this is the beta strike. Keep in mind though, the Nightfall is a little different and of course more challenging. But once you get to this part right here, I got a little cheese for you guys that you can use. As you can see here, there are some gladiators that you will encounter, and also dogs will end up spawning here as well. How you can make it so you don't even have to worry about the melee enemies is simply jump on this right here, which this is what we'll be taking to get across. So just chill on this. Literally, it's that simple. No enemies can really get you. You want to focus on the ads that can shoot you though, because those can still get you. But yeah, that little tip right there should help you save a little bit of time, and also make it so anybody on your fire team shouldn't really go down. If anybody does, well then of course it's because of the Cabals that can shoot at you. But yeah, once you're able to go across and get to the next section, you can spawn your Sparrow here. If you want, you can use it, but there are going to be some rings up ahead at this drill section. It's totally up to you if you want to gain more time here or not, but if you feel like your time is strong enough, I suggest maybe jumping through a couple rings, maybe one or two. Other than that, I don't really suggest trying to worry too much about these and just try to grind past this as fast as possible. It might be a different story on prestigious mode. I'm not playing this on that difficulty level, but on the normal Nightfall, this is what I did, and I was still able to beat the boss and get the Rat King. But if you feel like your time is weak and you feel like you're going to need more against the boss, then yes, I suggest you definitely to try to focus on these rings. These are really difficult to grab just because there's a lot of chaos going on. Anyways, once you get past this section, this is when the boss fights will officially begin. So yeah, we can't really use a cheese method like we did before on the arms dealer, where we were able to destroy the boss within seconds, because this boss ends up becoming immune. You have to go through phases with this one. But either way, this really isn't that difficult in my opinion. You just got to really focus up on your team fire and of course what burns are coming up. So yeah, I just wanted to make this quick, simple, straight to the point guide for y'all just in case, because this is the new Nightfall and these tips and tricks that I shared with you helped me be more efficient, and hopefully now when you go into the Nightfall, in case you haven't played it, you get more of an understanding of what you're supposed to do. Anyways, I'm out of here, everybody. Thanks for taking the time to watch and listen, and until next time, good luck, everybody, taking this on and with your loot that you get. Peace.